a way of throwing curveballs when you least expect them. Whether it's a diagnosis, an accident, or an illness that leaves you or a loved one incapacitated, what will you do? It's something most of us never think about until it happens.
I had a massive stroke. Right side paralyzed, could not talk, read or write. It took 15 years. In the meantime, I had an incredible journey with my God. He showed me His real love. And after 15 years, He finally told me why He saved me that night, the way I am. His message to me was, go back, do what you know. Your gift, here's your gift. Give comfort to as many people you can in your earthly life.
Aging, accidents, unexpected illnesses, unwelcome diagnoses. These situations raise some of the toughest questions you'll ever have to answer. If you're a younger person, let's say ages 25 to 40, unexpected incapacitation is the last thing on your mind. But if you were to come down with a sudden illness, how would you provide for your loved ones? If a family member was diagnosed with a chronic illness, how would you manage his or her care on top of your already busy life? That's where Kimbrough Law can help.
When we realized that we were going to be having a baby, we, having gone through this really kind of strange and unusual loss of both of Michael's parents within the last 5 years, it really made us realize that you just never know. And that when your affairs aren't all in order, it puts a huge burden on somebody else. And so we made the decision to go ahead, since we knew we were bringing another person into this world, to go ahead and have everything lined up so that our intentions were absolutely clear and there could be no question about what we wanted to happen if something were to happen to one or both of us.
From direction to the actual creation of the paperwork, Kimbrough was able to help us get everything in order so we know that the family will be well taken care of if it ever comes to that.
Those curveballs can come later in life too. Let's say something happens to your spouse, parent, or other relative that leaves you concerned about his or her future. It could be a car accident, a diagnosis, an illness, a fire, or a fall. These are all trigger events that signal that his or her condition is deteriorating. Though it might be months or years before care outside the home is needed, trigger events point to trouble ahead. You could wait until your loved one can no longer live at home to get help, but that delay puts you, your family, and your loved one at a costly disadvantage. Kimbrough Law can help there too.
My wife, Peggy, had gone through a bout with breast cancer. And of course, all of the radiation treatments that she got. And on the last treatment, I had a nurse tell me that they felt like Peggy needed to be checked for dementia. And that took me really by surprise because I knew, or I thought that we were just getting elderly and forgetful, just one of those things. But we did have her checked and she was diagnosed with dementia. We had a couple that recommended that we call this guy in Athens whose name was Kim Kimbrough.
And then there's the ultimate family nightmare, the elder care crisis. Little in life is more stressful than finding out that you have to take immediate action to care for an aging loved one who can no longer live at home. There's so much to do. Under pressure to make quick decisions, how will you know that the course of action you've chosen is the best for all concerned? How can you make sure that your loved one's quality of life is the best it can be while preserving hard-earned wealth for the next generation? Kimbrough Law has you covered.
My parents, who at the time were 90 and 92, were at the point of their life where they just couldn't stay in their house anymore, basically. My mother was newly confined to a wheelchair, and my father was in the early stages of dementia. To leave them alone was just frightening, to be honest.
Kimbrough Law is an elder law and estate planning firm that helps families respond with confidence to the legal, financial, and personal challenges of aging, chronic illness, and disability. Our services, products, and tools make it possible to plan ahead for the many unknowns during life's journey. Kimbrough Law is not your ordinary elder law firm. The way we think about and deliver our services represents a radical departure from law firm convention. Kimbrough Law draws from a powerful array of legal tools, financial products, and care-related services to create customized solutions for clients of all ages. Deployed in plans appropriate for each client's unique needs, these tools and services empower you and your family to develop proactive plans that will greatly minimize and even eliminate long-term care worries in the future. At Kimbrough Law, we view our clients' life journeys as a series of seasons, each with its own set of opportunities and challenges. The earlier a family starts working with us, the more options the family will have, and the more likely the family will be able to avoid the financial, legal, and personal catastrophes typically experienced by families that fail to plan ahead. If you're young and healthy but want to plan ahead, Kimbrough Law will keep you in the driver's seat on the road to your future. If you're dealing with the aftermath of a trigger event, Kimbrough Law helps you get out in front of the situation, which can save you countless hours, money, and heartache. If you're dealing with an elder care crisis, Kimbrough Law is the ultimate elder care emergency response team, offering skillful and compassionate support during the crisis and beyond. Our guidance will help you avoid costly bad decisions, preserve family harmony, and sidestep needless turmoil. Kimbrough Law's powerful 5-point approach is transforming the way individuals, couples, and families throughout North Georgia respond to life's big and little surprises.
We just always have a good experience whenever we have to do something here, and it's never something easy that gets done here. Easy, right? This is all of the hard stuff, and they make it as easy as possible.
Once we got their plan together, that we would be able to find a good place for them and have the money available to pay for their needs. My father worked hard. He was a World War II veteran and a blue-collar worker, but he had saved his money, and we wanted to make sure that his money was then put towards his benefits and my mother's benefit at the time when they really needed it. And that was, to me, the peace of mind. Just knowing that they were going to be taken care of and the family didn't have to worry about it, and they were going to be in a good place.
The biggest benefit that we got from this was realizing, knowing that our finances were in such a situation now that we would be able to handle all the expenses that we had coming up. So, and it was just peace of mind for the entire family.
We walk into this office usually at a time when it's really stressful and very difficult. Something major is going on. There was a medical problem or a financial problem. We're trying to deal with really big and really difficult situations. And whenever we leave, we look at each other and we'll just say to each other, that was the right thing to do. We feel better now. And I think that's important because sometimes you just feel like you're drowning, and it's important to have the lifeboat.
Kimbrough Law helps protect what matters most to families: quality of life for loved ones, family wealth, and peace of mind. No matter what happens, you're ready. Call us at 706-850-6910 or visit us at one of our North Georgia locations.